Outer Rims, the Pig Digger. Fuck, that game's supposed to be. Hello, hi, hello everybody, and welcome to Outer Wilds again. I didn't realize how long the game would take to load. I didn't want to start it before we started streaming because A, I didn't think it'd take this long to load. B, time limit day thing. That's not to waste time. Same stream. Currently, I don't really know how far we are through the game. And your guess is as good as mine. It seems like I have some stuff that would... There goes the probe again. I don't know, it seems like I have some stuff that would help to get to that end, but I'm not entirely sure. So I guess the next port of call is we need to visit... We haven't visited the comet. We've not visited the twins. I say let's not even look at our stuff and let's go to the twins. I think, if I remember correctly, I still don't remember the controls, so give me a little bit to, isn't it just where is the sun? Yeah, because we haven't at all... Yeah, we haven't even visited the Ash Twin project, so let's go, I guess, the Ember Twin first, then the Ash Twin. It seems like they function like some kind of, like, binary star system thing. Okay, don't lag on me now. There's like a warp point. Okay, let's go there. Fuck. Okay. I should have jumped down on that bridge. All I know is, I think inside the other one is potentially a metal ball. Like that's what, that is got the statues inside of them. Hmm. Merle. Coleus is missing. He's vanished from the lake bed cave, the one at the bottom of this dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago. Okay, so we need to go to the North Pole. And we were unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he would have when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us rediscover Coleus. This rock is very familiar. Did it travel here at my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? My plan is to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe a friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Meryl and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. Apparently there's a rock in this room that I missed. That means the rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Oh. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. But Malloy, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was Coleus Young, lost, Mallory? He disappeared at the cave at the bottom of the dry lake by the North Pole. It happened in an instant, without any warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, the sample wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, and I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis. We will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave, where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. So, rock is a quantum rock, which means it disappears constantly. You're not looking at it like that. Stop. Okay. Never been in here before. Coleus, how curious! The rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to be a lack of entrances and exits. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself have become quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Mallory is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with the quantum object, and they move together. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He's also promised me that he will never vanish again, and if he does learn something, even if he does learn something useful from it. I mean, that's kind of a, hard to keep promise. First cave. Oh. That. This is a hidden cave. First cave. Hidden cave. I think... God damn it. I mean, either the rock's here or it's not. It's kind of... Fuck. Damn it. It's gone again, isn't it? No. Is this the other one? Yeah, here we go. So I don't know where we're... I think there's a city somewhere in here. Sure. Goodness, it's you! Hello. If I take my first launch, take your first launch, well then, welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Maya in the sand now. What are you up to? Morphell's asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. It's one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate just seeing one. Keep an eye or two in the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Supernovae look like a bit bright stars in the naked eye, but zoom in with your skinoscope and you can see they're exactly enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the end of their lifespan, which is to say, it's quite so unusual seeing two in a single day. I wonder if these stars are older than we realized. How dangerous that big on the scale from 1 to dead, give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty though. Right now, the sand is flowing from the ash twin to Ember Twin, but did you know that the process eventually reverses? I'm not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomena. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of the sand drains off. I promise you it won't be disappointed. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't, I left the slate bag. I don't mean to brag, but I'm actually quite good at my, with a little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Seen the old shipwreck site on the Ember Twin, southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light in the sky. It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You find Nomai ruins across the twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I would have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? Not on the surface, clearly. The Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. Okay, so that's what like the other guy was talking about. Let's see now. So I want to go to the South Twin, I guess. Or South Pole. Let's probably check out that launching site. What's that? Is there anything under there? Oh. So this is tracking all the planets. This planet sometimes and only sometimes has a moon. There's also, this is also of note. It appears if no one is watching it. Isn't it a fascinating orbital characteristic? I found your note, Malloy. Kindly count me among the moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Brittle Hollow, it can confirm it sometimes orbits Timberhearth as well. This is my first time encountering a natural satellite which has with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. Given its reluctance to move while constantly observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. I agree. Our first step should be determining a method to track the phenomenon of this phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. So this is the attempt to, these are all the attempts to track the quantum moon. Chur's research notes property of Chur. Who didn't know Maya were making astronomical observations here? They chose an excellent spot. This is big rotating device. What's this big rotating device for? What would the Nomai? What was it the Nomai were observing? I'd posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. Hal and the other and the new astronaut's translator tool would be nice to have handy about now. Ah, so my thing. The quantum moon locator's function. The quantum locator's function. We have markers for each of the places in the moon. The moon goes. Anonabur and I just observed the quantum moon in orbit of Dark Bramble. You have keen eyes, my friend. So this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. So shouldn't me looking at the location on this also lock it in a quantum state because I know where it is currently, so therefore I'm essentially observing it. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now accounted for all of the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It's also possible that there exists a 6th place in the star system which the Phantom Moon travels. Okay, so the eye of the universe. When you can't figure out where the moon is, it's at the eye. So currently it's over there. No, it's not. It's moved. So that looks like too. Oh, there's the ship. There's a little gap there between the rock and the ground. There's all that thing for rotating the sun that we can't seem to get to. We definitely have to come back to this planet. Shit! Ow! What if this planet becomes more massive as the sand falls to it? Like more of a gravitational pull. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Our escape pod passengers are afraid, but physically well, I don't know. Everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You have my gratitude, Burr. You have my gratitude. Burr, were you able to find the other escape pods, distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in the star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. It's probably prohibitively high, very hospitable. Do not seek shelter on the surface. Ah. The heat from the star system sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctures the planet's surface, it broke into what scans would show as a cave system with much cooler air. Recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter. Anona, these passages are a maze. Even with the danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. Be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing into the end of this passage but rocks. Rocks are interesting. They can be quite lesser sometimes. To now follow this tunnel to end, Kois and I will examine the horror that lies at the terminus later, provided we live through this. I think we're gonna have to come back here anyway. It seems like the sand, Oh. It looks like looks like one of the, anglerfish. Just looks like there's something in there. Like writing and stuff. Yeah, so we'll probably have to come back here afterwards. I don't think the sand's gonna let us do this for too much longer. And who knows at what point does the sand stop doing effect. Of note, the passage leads to a breathable air. Refill your air supply here. There. We cannot tell how far deep the tunnels go, but do not linger. The area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of the passage. It appears to be promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. The cavern Malaria found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? To start the path to the shelter site, I have left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry, as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried with sand, and make sure no one is lost. So we'll come back here tomorrow, I guess. Because I'm assuming the path is probably more than full of sand. Trying to be really careful, I want to make it back to my ship. Ship is in... I want to see if we can take a trip to the Sandboy before the day ends, but I don't exactly know where my ship is. Use that comment. I actually want to stop by the gravity tower there first, and then we'll go. Again, I don't know how long the day is. Oh. Oh. That's why I can't just go that way. I'm like, does it? Hey, let's fucking take the long path. Show's currently resting at the Comet. Oh. This one goes to the Comet, I guess? Yes. Let's take it while we have it. Launch it while you got it, dog. That's a suit. I'm guessing left is return home. Alright, so left is launch, right is return home. I fear the situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I have landed on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard a strange energy reading coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they send inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. So it's not even like a... There's no skeleton in the ship. Okay. I really have no clue which order to patrol the ship. Like, Noodle obviously returns us home. Like, if I just leave it on left, will I arrive at the destination eventually? It's really not apparent. Looks like the Sandy twin is actually empty of sand. There's no top there. Am I flying into the sun? I'm really fucking close to the sun, and I don't like that. Oh, man. Sorry, am I flying close to the sun? Guys, is it getting warm in here? Okay, so let's make it to the Ash Twin real quick. Or the Ember Twin. Ash Twin is the sandy one. Soup. We can always visit the moon, we know how to get to it now. That is always an option, but you know. It's fine. That's his ship. I'm like, how does my ship already there? Hello? There it is. And all our landings have gone orally fairly well. It definitely could be landing a lot harder and worse. Ow. Like when you're in free fall, there's zero gravity. I don't think that's how it works. Okay. That's the way we want to go. As the shelter is somewhat convoluted, so follow instructions ahead closely. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb to the opening above them. Sand here is riding, so you must be curious and swift. Cautious but swift. So walk forward until you meet sandfall at the pit, turn left, continue the room. Okay. So go forward, go left. Go up. Cautious crossing the chasm ahead, the bridge Mallory and I crafted would do its job, but it isn't strong. On the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you'll... I see. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. Guessing it's up, not down. This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. When it's seen, Colas and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what might learn and could examine it. Both agree it's unlikely that this dry planet is horrible. Is this horror's place of origin? As you considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Really, the hole is too small for it to fit through. Plus, there's another entrance to this cave. If there is, Colas and I will find it. We can't leave such valuable information undiscovered. An update. We need to find a way inside quickly. Mallory, because when I returned here to search the entrance to the cave, there was children playing on the specimen. Ah. Yeah. This guy. This guy! Yay! Let's go ahead and close the door. That flashlight is doing nothing. You know, we probably should start with the bottom of the city, shouldn't we? Is there like a fucking flashlight somewhere I can turn on? Does that guys not believe in house lights? Seems I have wandered in some kind of area-based puzzle. Like a maze. Oh, it's right over there. Ah, the lights. High energy lab. Okay. English Overlook District. Stepping Stone District. High energy test. I want to go there first. I think it's important. It's already filled up with sand. There must be a faster way into here, so you can explore these locations. I'm guessing we want to look for the anglerfish, because they did say something about there being another entrance. Also, 3 minutes of oxygen. Are there trees in here? Ow. Ow. I find it weird that apparently, you know, this place filled with sand back when they were here, but no issue with that whole, you know, thing. Build a sun station to power the ash. Oh, should we build a sun station to power the ash? I almost can't comprehend this is being suggested seriously. First, the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as our species. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand that this proposal is unsettling. The sun station must be built, and if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. Bye. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing the possible new technology further than ever before. That's, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. If we fail, and probably of this is not insignificant, we will without a question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. In the potential annihilation of our entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build a sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Well, there's a sun station, so something tells me something changed. Fear of failure is a poor reason to not try. I believe if we're conscious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we built it, I will not support the station's use. Okay, well that's you know, this one was the. Ow. That's an elevator up here. Ow! Oh, you know what? I bet that's how I get in that room. Yeah, probably. Who has been computing shuttle trajectories to the sun station? Don't worry, the station is in such a low stellar orbit, we've constructed a different, safer way to travel there from the Ash Twin. Okay, there we go. That's that time we tried to land on it. Bad idea. It's pure theoretical exercise on my part, Euro, who doesn't love computing a good low stellar orbit shuttle trajectory. Pi, I look forward to working with you, but I'm also relieved it will be easy to return to Ash Twin regularly. That would be Pi. I told her we wouldn't be traveling there by shuttle, and that the sun station doesn't even need a landing pad. But she knew. She said she knew. Okay, so if we go to Ash Twin, there's a way to get to the sun station, which is theoretically what's causing all this fucking problem. Ooh, yay, ghost matter. Everyone's favorite deadly particulate. That was dangerous and stupid. It looks like I know where I'm going. It's purely coincidental. Probably should have entered through up here. Gotta be careful. Last thing to do is fall into a fucking pile of ghost matter. There's something up here. Probably just another way to have initially entered. Probably the actual way to have initially entered. Oh! I'm in danger. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Welcome to this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal on our travels and followed it here to find its source. All we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter, and open your mind to its possibilities. If the eye called to us, why wouldn't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did something happen to it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending us the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. Is the eye natural or is it artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer the eye. How the eye could be as old as it is. Oh. Here's that, window we saw on the surface. Oh, getting knocked over or something. How do I get out of here? Is this room filling with sand? Oops. Okay, now I know what I'm doing at this point. Now I'm just an asshole. Why is there no way out of this room? Oh, wait. There we go. I need to find the faster way back into here. Gravity cannon. This is, like, covered in spikes, isn't it? Okay. So if I were to go to the gravity cannon, there is a hole right next to it. That takes us out. Okay. So we know where that is. That's good. Let's, I guess let's ride the shuttle, see if it kills me again. So we now have a faster and simpler way inside. Oh, there's ice on the fucking... on it. I didn't realize that was ice. I thought it was chunks of bramble or something. I've already read this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what we read that one last time. Did I just launch us into the sun again? Wrong button. I have no clue how to control this thing. I'm gonna be honest, it's not exactly easy to figure out. Oh, look, there's a black hole warper. It's supposed to take us to the comet, in theory. We are launching in what is only described as the exact opposite direction, out in the middle of space. I may have broken it. Okay! know how I did that. Maybe because I was in essentially the same spot, I warped inside myself. What would be really cool is if it was warping time and stuff was like just ever so slightly different. Not that it affected the story, but like, you know, some way to have it that's like, you know, we're in different realities. Or is it, I have no clue. I'm assuming that we're in some kind of time loop. That's what it seems to be taking place. But what is a time loop, you know, in scientific possibility? Is it merely like the information is being sent backwards through time and getting to me, and thusly I'm acting differently because of it? Or is it being sent to somebody who's just like me? Is that the star exploding? I'm not sure for the sand one. We need to come back and visit the sand one at some point. I am lucky I didn't break something there. Man, how much? Wait. Nice try, Brandon. There we go. I almost died. Okay. So right over here-ish. There it is. And that tells me the ghost man is over there. Whoa, boy. That could have been bad. I mean, eventually, right? Given enough time, all the ghost matter. Yeah, ghost matter would eventually disappear. That's more of a technicality thing than it is like a reality thing. Only because we don't exactly have all the time in the world. Okay. This is the bottom of the fucking area, so it's gotta be the one to go to first, right? Just follow the cord. Follow your nose to the fruity taste that shows. God damn it. Maybe if I just jump and then... No. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Game. There seems to be another way past it. Yeah. There's gotta be something through that sand. I mean, so far the only obvious solution is waiting for the sand to raise up high enough. It just stops you dead. Well, at this point, we might as well just fucking wait. And let's hope we can get through the rest of it without getting crushed by the sand. Hope I don't fucking die. Oh, you'll be kidding me. Oh my god. Please have oxygen. Come on. A single tree would do. Just one, not two. Oh god. Boy, oh boy. Records show that Nomai, arriving at the warp receiver at Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole Station. Ramai and I were devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a white hole core to mimic the setup of the White Hole Station. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is the negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. But it's possible for an object to exit a hole before entering the corresponding black hole. So, like, to duplicate it by creating two of them? I don't know who I was powering. An update. Our experiment here is reproduce the anomaly in arriving and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effects of render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we decided to try add more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Remy, Yaro requests that we let him know before rewriting the energy out. So, I guess we just pulled the plug on the Sunless City for right now. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Remy and I are about to run the new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. I saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. It's beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for our intersection of abstract theory of practical application. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Oh. So put the plug on him. Before we do anything stupid with that, because I think we're going to be able to break the game, essentially. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. So, 22 minutes, i.e. the cycle of the game. We have learned the negative interval of the time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate necessary energy. Oh. Remy and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. It would also require advanced warp technology to be able to handle such energy. The energy is currently unavailable, you say? You're a gas spy. My pun was unintended, Remy. So I believe it's you who's aeriform. Oh, current, like electrical current. I really didn't pick that up the first time. If we'd also need enormous space to fit the proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location enough would be the Ash Twin. So the Ash Twin core, the Sun Station, the Twins, Jupiter. I have no clue what these. I think there's different buildings and different planets, right? Because that's clearly the Ash and Ember Twin. Are those the warp symbols? So like the building looks like that, warps to whatever that is. Building warps like that. So each one, okay. It said there was a way to warp to the Ember Twin from the Ash Twin, and to the Sun Station from the Ash Twin. If that's the Sun Station warp point, then I'm guessing these are different planets you can warp to from here. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. Here we go. What if we use warp towers like the one we have at the White Hole Station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower of Ash Twin may warp to a different planet. Our gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe that has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone. And we could model a Timber Hearth tower after a geyser mountain. So Timber Hearth, Jupiter, sorry, the fucking Jupiter, the gas planet. Poke, Root, and I can begin to work on this immediately after Black Hole Forge. This will be good to keep us busy. There's a building of sand. I really hate that. Oh, it's just the tower passing by. No, the door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running experiments based on extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. An update. The High Energy Lab is now being used to design their Ash Twin project. If you're here to help or even to observe, be sure to use the Sunken City path to the lab. Yeah, because the door on this side is broken. Okay. We read that one. So we would need a black hole. And another black hole. What could go wrong? That's weird. I wonder if you can... put it back, 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 put it back. Game, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, game. You met a terrible fate. Ah! You've destroyed the fact of space-time. I wonder how much of that information it'll let me keep. Oh, it's a kazoo fucking ending! I really feel bad for not seeing that kazoo song further. I wonder how far back I am. Like if it let me keep my information, or it said fuck you for breaking space time. so I did let me give me more information. There's probably more to do on the Ember Twin. So I think we should check out that city one more time. Mainly also because you can't really use the warp on the Ash Twin until the sand comes down. As you can see, the Ash Twin looks like a ball of sand right now. So it's probably been what we can functionally do in Ember before the sand lowers to a point where we can use the planet. Did we ever get to the Sunless City? Oh, not Sunless City, the other one. Even hitting the X button just feels like it's not working sometimes. Man. Just, you know, casually collapsing the reality space-time. Okay. So I think we've done everything we can do at the Anglerfish lookout. Stepping Stone District we haven't really been to. And whatever this fourth one is we haven't really been to. I say let's visit the Stepping Stone District first. Oh, fuck. Oh. Is this just the entrance? I think this is just the entrance to the city. Maybe not. I have no clue where I'm going. Or I'm just wasting my time. Heck, I made a full fucking circle. Meeting the fossil fish. Okay, we're meeting in the fossil fish cave to play the game. You're too big to climb through the anglerfish overlook hole. Have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave and then up into the fossil fish cave. I tried to get fossil fish to the Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the anglerfish overlook. Oh, okay. Target can't fit through the anglerfish overlook cave anymore. He grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Ilex is still tallest. Okay, so we have to go shoot a light into the anglerfish cave. And that should, in theory, reveal the way to get to the other one. We're playing the fossil fish game tonight? I found the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to this Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance is now a fossil fish cave. It's easy to see now. Gratitude. Oh, like, this kid's writing this, so it looks a lot like shittier. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're You're small enough to climb through the hole of the anglerfish. I'm still small enough. It won't be for long. Mom and Dad are tall, and you and I will be tall too. Yeah, it's a little bit morbid. I mean, I guess they were wiped out by something. So, you know. I mean, otherwise all these fucking skeletons wouldn't really be in the good condition they are in currently. That one's English, right? Yeah. Look at that. Did I see something before here? Oh. I think that's working, even though it doesn't look like it is. Huh. Okay. Alright, one. Okay. Before we accidentally put it back. Ow. Let's actually flip on oxygen before we go. There's no fuel over here as well. And obviously a bit weird if if a Hearthian fuel, like, you know, canisters over here, but not to say it wouldn't be helpful. Where is it when we end last time is the anglerfish. Rule change: anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold and do not peek. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says the real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update: it's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when you're it. The rest of us will still wear for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. Okay. The rest of us, little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across the other side. The anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold, becomes the little fish. I think there's still stuff we need to do in Brittle Hollow, but you know. More anglerfish study. The growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps use the growth to attract prey, a lure. An update. Meloray. While I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They've added a rule to their game incorporated with our research. It's wonderful. Extremely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. Visually, the specimen... Sorry, it's the biology. You know, people don't like biology these days. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as the anglerfish and dark bramble. We do not believe it originated from this planet. Anglerfish digest tract suggests death by starvation. And one of those entrances was always just... Can we enter on the other side? I don't think we can. There's no, like, you know, clear lock mechanism on the other side. You know what? Let's actually just take this opportunity to go back to our ship. See if we can get a little bit of timing on the sun ship today. Or the sun station. Looks like the sand is cleared off enough. Just to fill my fuel. So that's the Amber Twin teleport point. That one's probably the Timber Earth one. That is something I don't know. I don't know what has triangles on it. That one's probably the Sun one. No, first off, so we're clear, I want to land on this planet. I should land on the viewing platform for the teleport. I probably shouldn't land in the way of the sand pile either. Just park it over here. Oh shit. Oh fuck, it's locked. Let's wait for the sand to pass, I guess. I imagine it's gonna do the same thing the smaller, smaller versions of it do, which is suck me up and spit me out the other side. Man, that is honestly very beautiful. Like, that would be terrifying to see in real life. Some time has passed since I checked up with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing on the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that a plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. How curious, Remi thinks I'm a gas, and I don't recall requesting you, that you monitor this conversation, Idea. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial for you both. I am immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That, at least, we can agree on. I don't see what the state of matter you are has to do with any of this. I don't recall supporting the Sun Station construction, but here we are. Well, that just went better than I mean, it could have gone worse. So that's you know what? It's a smart thing. Quick trip back to our ship. And tee ourselves up. Next thing I want to do is die in a violent fucking explosion. Or because I tripped and stubbed my toe. Sorry, the Sun Tower is offline? Did we come here too late? God damn it. Well, let's go figure out where the triangle one goes to, I guess. Garbaggio. Right as we get in there. That's Timber Hearth. We don't need to go there. See what the fuck this one's supposed to be. That's the Cyclone. Most haphazardous landing possible. Is this Bramble? It might be Bramble. No, it shouldn't be Bramble. It's probably fucking, the collapsing one. Here's the first delivery Yarrow of the Windward Core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. It's on course for building Brittle Hollow. Is it right? Yeah, there we go. Just gonna wait here for you to arrive at the forge. I'm at finished work here. It's calling. Soon return. Over to you soon. Our gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ashford project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you or Poke found at the White Hole Station. For this project, could I visit sometime to learn more? Recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model of the tower. It's being built in the Ash Twin project. So a visit for the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like you to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, your destiny rivals in neutron stars are density. And, God fucking... Go! Get out of here, Sand. Get! I can't imagine this one's going to prove anything other than, like, mostly useless. Because Brittle Hollow is probably all but collapsed at this point. No. That's the exploding star he was talking about. So somebody on inside Bramble. Probably should check out that up next. Huh. Oh boy. I did not see that coming. In the slightest. Fuck. Ow. God damn it, I didn't even get the Rebels up there. God damn it. I'm really upset that I didn't get to read that. I don't really know if there's a way back up there, because it doesn't really feel like I can get back up there. You fucker. damn it. School District, Meltwater District, High Shrine District, Blackwood Forest District. Is there gonna be anything left here? So upsetting. Really genuinely upset that I slipped from there. Oh, man. I don't know, it's a pain in the ass against the Ash Twin. Or at least we're gonna have to wait a decent chunk of time to, you know. I'm gonna come early enough I can walk from A to B. Still, of course, assuming I get here early enough. Like, who fucking knows when early enough would be, but... Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clan from all over the universe meet in one place and share what they've learned in science and art. It's called a festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all Nomad get to advance too, like Enona's Warp Core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. Okay. So they're a group of nomads that traveled in different ships. And they made up to fucking give each other their shit they found. Formation of the universe. No one knows how the universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it's also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together and form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. The universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars will end life. The sport will all die away. That's scary to think about, even though Conway tells me it won't happen in our lifetime, but it'll happen to someone else's, somebody's, someday. No, the eventual heat death of the universe. Well, I think it's the other one. Just where reality kind of spreads too thin and tears apart. Yeah. I think we're just about royally fucked. Ah! I don't know if you know how long the day has left. I'm gonna go ahead and guess by that noise. The answer is not very. Something tells me, you know, death is imminent. Very imminent. Ah. Nice. Well, there's one signal we haven't tracked on the... from the people who are of our species. And that's the one at Brittle Hollow. Before I accidentally crash my ship, because I... Or Dark Bramble, not Brittle Hollow. Brittle Hollow is the tubby guy. He doesn't want to leave because he's too spooked. Is my ship piling me into the sun again? I swear to God if I hit that sun. What's with the moon right there? Did we see that last time? A big chunk missing out of the moon? We also still need to visit the comet. I guess we're going to have to land on there ourselves. Or at least try to autopilot to it or something. Check in case these are bad boys. Like that one right there. We're gonna hit him, aren't we? He said we can no longer see the creature, but jeez Louise, that thing is ugly. The fuck it knows where I am! Okay, now we know. It's not gonna make any amount of sound. It just immediately need to drive, because I don't think you'll be able to get away from that thing if you get caught. Well, obviously not. I'm dead. But I wonder if there's another me being digested by that man right now. So imagine how much like physical trauma you'd be in right? Even if this wasn't the same guy who kept dying and essentially being reborn, right? You're receiving, because okay, let's assume that each time I die, it is not in fact it's not me getting sent back. Because what it is, I think it's my obviously it's my consciousness being sent back, and that was their whole discussion of if you send back somebody's consciousness versus sending back somebody themselves, is it the same thing? You know. Thanks, game. Thanks. Autopilot doesn't count doesn't count the fucking movement of the heavenly bodies. Okay, I guess we're manually driving from now on, huh? So why would it ever fucking take into account the fact that the sun's in the way? Is that the quantum moon right there? I mean, because I could just, you know. And it's the quantum moon. We could visit that. Same speed. Kind of prefer to get this Dark Bramble thing done first. Kind of way overshot that. No, we're turning towards the one we need to go to, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of shit in there. You gotta be kidding me. I don't hear any breathing, so we should be fine. God, I just don't... Oh, okay. Spacesuit on. Oh, that guy's helmet is cool. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, never actually. Actually, the second Hearthy never reached Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut, and you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. For the most part, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. You crashed, but you're the greatest pilot in Hearthian history. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of the Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one ever been before. Getting around Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you dodged them all. After a while, I run into a huge anglerfish. You seen them? Big gnarly things, and that was the biggest one I ever seen. I pulled a few stunts, but try to shake the thing off. Nothing too fancy. Going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. Camped out near where I crashed at first. Found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seed. Been here ever since. No wonder so many stories about you back home. Heh, you're not half bad yourself making it here in one piece. Anyway, that's all I went to town, Hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay if you enjoy a fire a while. Or if don't, fire's not going anywhere. You reached Giant's Deep. How'd you do it? Giant's Deep's core, huh? That was a wild one. Since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? I'll tell you how. It kinda feels like cheating. Completely unrelated note. That sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of the anglerfish skeleton and look for a flickering light in the fog. That would be my old ship. Path starts there. Oh, yes, mark him. Just a fucking anglerfish out here waiting for me. Can you repair your ship, dude? I mean, this ship is a lot less advanced than mine is. I have a feeling my ship wouldn't have fit through here. The hell? Am I on the outside now? I should have brought my ship through here. Trip 4. Entry number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crash is 3. Boring crash is 0. A personal best. Whoa! Never thought I'd see one of these beasties out of Giant's Deep. They're awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be more useful here too. Ugh. Thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe it's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity? Right. I'm going inside the jellyfish's interior, its cavity, to see what makes it, what's in there tastes any better. So, go inside the jellyfish at Giant's Deep. Let's first start. Do not eat this even if you were dying. It would be too sad if they were the last thing you ate ever in your life. These jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Oh, spell spar. Okay. So, he gave us the answer. We have to get inside of a jellyfish to go inside of Giant's Deep, which has the tracking module for the core in it. Which I'm probably going to take pictures of the image, because... Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ow. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to get back in there. I'm just going to end up dying out here. Which is fine by me, I guess. Giant's Deep next. And probably back to the Ashen Twins to try to get to the Sun Station. And then... Quantum Moon? Oh, if we need to get to the comet as well. Oh, yes, the Dibby Signal is the one that is on Timber Hearth. Really could voluntarily just pop my suit. Man, that's a lot of exploding stars. Pretty sure we found all escape pods. There's only 3 of them. I think I get them all mixed. There's a achievement for getting them all to kind of line up. I don't know where I have to do that from, to be honest. There's also that other crater in the moon I didn't check out. Notice my oxygen is propellant. I guess there's obviously nothing on Dark Bramble because, you know, the planet was like this when the Nomai got here as well. So it's feasibly been like this for millions of years. Just drift away, my sweet sailor boy. Man, that is a... As I was saying, like, right, you've got literally millions of deaths just coming back to you at once. It's gotta fucking suck. Okay. First stop first. We're going to Giant's Deep. We know how to get in there. That's the one that we need to figure out where the tracking beacon is. And I guess we're gonna have to go back to the ship after to direct it there. I want to go to the Quantum Moon to make the journey. Hergadurgan. We need to find the cyclone that's spinning the opposite direction of the rest. Watch out for that fucking piece of garbage in space. Okay. Wrong one. That one. Next we need to find a jellyfish. Ow. No. Maybe just I go in? This could be my death, but whatever. So that's obviously, couldn't have gone through the whole thing. That's a shame. What to bring my ship with? barrier right now. Kyokai no Kanata! Beyond the barrier! School! Okay, somewhere in here is that ship. Ah, there it is. They do make some. Say what you want about the Nomai. They make some really good one-way glass. Other side. Actually, right there. This is inside the thing. I think we've already read this one then, if it's just there. Second news preview, the Ashton project is almost updated from the Overpro canon. Remains adding the finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you willing to open? The RI Pro tracking module is ready to record first launch. Transmit. I've updated to you. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about the canon's structural integrity and the crew's moral integrity. This probe determines the location of the eye of the universe and send an alert directly to you and Remy. So that one was new. As a private pro tracking module will be the first thing to know the coordinates. I think this is the one we've seen. I'm honored and terrified. Don't ask the proto-cannon to use so much power it breaks to you. Fret not whenever his friend. Take her slightly. Can't get the data if it's destroyed. The probe is shut out. Receiving data from probe 9,318,070. Oh, great. We did a camera check to your probe. Okay. So far, this loop has happened 9 million times. The probe cannons are fired in literally every fucking feasible direction. Achieving launch data from Ash Twins. Total number of launches is 3 million. Okay. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for eye risk. Probe 3,018,054. Okay, so we have the fucking information. I'm guessing it's currently residing in the Ash Twin. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take a picture of that, because like fuck, I'm gonna be able to remember that. Especially because I don't know how long are we playing this tonight or today even. It's not nighttime yet. Not quite. I know it's actually on a ship log, but you know, having to remember from the ship log to the thing is going to be a pain in the ass of itself. The question is now, how do we get out? / do I just murder myself? I think just killing myself is probably a decent idea. We need to figure a way into the Ash Twin project. I know there is a teleporter in there somewhere, but I don't know where that is. Oh, other way. I find it really weird they took time to decorate their stuff when they, you know, were so very clearly pressed for time. Like I said it before during one of these streams, but I do like, you know, at least America. It's very brutalistic design for like spaceships and stuff. Ooh, we got there in time. I didn't think I was that far from my ship. Did he get stuck up to the surface or something? I think he got sucked up to the surface. Okay. I think for the most part, this planet is done. We've been to the Quantum Tower. We've visited all the islands that I'm aware of. And there's something at the South Pole that I don't know about. I don't necessarily think there's anything else we can do here. Alright, that's like the North Pole. I don't like that there's no, like, the mini-map kind of disappears entirely in this view. There's just one on both sides, let's check it out. This is the Quantum Tower. Yeah, this is the Quantum Tower. Unless the entire planet is remarkably small, and that's the same fucking... I'm just running the same thing at both times, which I don't... you know... Possible. I mean, let's find out. It would be nice if, you know, some way to tell. I can only assume it's the same one. Okay. Back into space. Okay. Looks like the sun's not exactly feeling it right now. And if the sun's not feeling it, I'm sure that the... Whenever you landed on the quantum moon, would the sun's explosion be able to kill us? The only way to find out. Ow. What's happening to my ship? Is the sun exploding? Oh. We call the rule of quantum imaging, the rule of quantum entanglement, and rule of sixth location. So we want to go to that one. Oh. Just want to go to the north side of the planet. Oh. Oh. I'm here. After watching it wander for sky so long, I'm standing for the first time on the quantum moon. After my shuttle landed on the moon's south pole, I had a journey on foot. We don't know where the quantum moon... I think we read this one. Quick way out if I wanted it. North Pole. I feel like, right, sometimes I do stuff like this where, like, I somehow get it right fairly easily. And I don't fucking know how. And it makes it look like I fucking cheat or something. But, like, no clue. No clue I got to this so early, so fast. Is that an mine? Solanum. Who are you? Oh, great. Uh, identify. Identify. Good. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and now we call it home. Identify. Me. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Quantum Moon. This is the Quantum Moon. Where we are both standing. Despite also orbiting another celestial body, the Quantum Moon is the eye of the universe's moon. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now. Although we cannot see it, only the Quantum Moon's reflection of it, the eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around the solar system. Explain. Identify. I don't think he likes that. Oh. The 2 tenets of Nomai philosophy. Seek out the understanding our way of, to seek out and understand is our way of living. Identify. Explain. Ah. Oh, these are the 2 tenets of philosophy. Ah. We don't need the identify stone anymore. Pretty sure we've got stolen with chunks that we can. I am the first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. All Nomai and my clan make its journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the Quantum Moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I have journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. Okay, don't need that one anymore. I'm just gonna try putting like 2 of the explanation ones in there. There is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. English. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, the uncertainty grows enormously. Quantum Moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of this proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the Quantum Moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you have seen somewhere else in the star system. Conscious observation forces the quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. What would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. I don't like that stuff's not freezing anymore. Imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about you and find the eye of the universe. I am unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did? We encountered the quantum shard on another planet. The shard looked the same as the Quantum Moon's surface does now with the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer that the Quantum Moon's natural state is as we see it now, and the eye is the primary location. Given the Quantum Moon's eye is the eye's moon, it is likely any characteristic the moon exhibits does also exhibit the eye itself. Quantum Moon's shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely to also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. That same way, the eye's area surrounding quantum shards that landed their place eventually become quantum too. Me Moon. First time with the Quantum Moon is my first time here. You come here looking for answers. I hope you find them. Me. I don't like that stuff's not freezing anymore. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Me. Yeah. We don't have much connection, you and I. Still, the encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. Oh! Okay. Thankfully, it didn't break the game by being on here. I'm guessing it was taking longer for the explosion to get to us due to the fact that we were on the Quantum Moon. I think we essentially got everything from him we could essentially need, however. Let's, I guess, first, before we start, let's go to the comment. Oh, you know what? Let's call it here. That was a big find. I don't know how much of the game left. I don't feel like it's a super large amount, but I do feel like it's going to be a decent chunk. So, I'm going to save it for next time. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, do all that stuff. It all helps out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.